what is going on in my life type of video. So no real ASMR trick, it's just some whispering, some rambling, talking about some personal stuff. Yeah, so in the last video I said that I am not doing that well currently. And that is... I actually feel kind of pathetic talking about this, but... Okay, so where do I start? So, how every bad story starts is, so there was this girl. Actually, you need some pre-informations about me. I always have been like, I had like 2 major crushes in my life, and unfortunately didn't have the chance to be with them because they had a boyfriend, or they were just physically attracted to me. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. If they don't like you, then if they don't find you attractive, what can you do about it? So, and this was in the school before the A level. There was one girl I had a huge crush on the entire time, and in the school where I do the A level, I don't know if it's high school or college, I never know it in English, but I think it was high school. I think it would make sense. So in high school there was this other girl that I've always had a huge crush on, and we even went on a date. So I went on a date with the girl in high school. We went in an amusement park and we had a beautiful time there. But unfortunately I broke my arm like a few days prior, so therefore I was still on medications for the pain, and I wasn't really active, not talking much, because I was just there chilling, being on the medications. Yeah, and for me the date went good. I mean, I had a nice time with her, but for her she thought I was like the Rizzler himself. Yeah, and then she started after that. Before that, I mean, she always messaged me, what you do, and what you doing, you doing something interesting, how was your day? And I was like, oh man, she really is interested. And then after the date, what didn't went so well, she started texting Dryer, and the time it took for her to answer got longer and longer, and then I think I wanted to go on a date. I remember I wanted to go on a date with her. It was I initiated the date this time before she initiated the date, and we had a little argument, and I just said, okay, we're gonna cancel this, because I kind of knew that it wouldn't work out, and my crush back then I wasn't really interested, but I didn't have a crush, and after that it started. I got an insane crush for like 2 years straight. It was always up and down, like liking her more, and then liking her less, thinking like, oh man, I'm over her, I'm finally over her. 2 weeks later I'm deep, and when I see her, I started punching walls. I don't know if you can see it, but my nuggets, yeah. Okay, so I was really, really down, like 2 years straight, and I couldn't have any other emotional relationship with girls, because if I was with them, I just didn't think that they were the right person. I always the stuff. And then she said to me, she doesn't want anything anymore from me. She she's not interested anymore. And I was like, okay, good, I'm done. And then I realized, okay, this won't happen. I'm done. I can move on, because before that I always had a little bit of hope. And after she texted me that, a little bit of hope died. But that was half a year ago, or more than half a year. And then I became a no enemies peaceful arc, if you want to say it like that. And then a few weeks ago, I matched a girl on Bumble. Astonishingly beautiful. Wow, she is so beautiful. She small, blonde, and she had such pretty bangs. Wow. Yeah, I'm usually more like a black-haired guy, but she was just so pretty. I was like, damn, no way she matched with me. She always took very long to text back then, but we then went on a date like 3 days ago. 4 days, I think it's already. And from my perspective, the date went pretty well, I would say. We laughed a lot, we had a good time. I took her out. We ate good. I ate tacos for the first time. We talked about stuff we liked. Yeah, and she even, there was some Latino music playing, and she even danced a little bit to it. It was funny. Yeah, she was so cute. Yeah, and then after I drove her around a little bit. After that, I drove her to a birthday. Not hers, but she was invited to a birthday. And I texted her later that day, or did a voice message, that today was pretty nice. I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun. I wanted her to tell me how the birthday was the next day. Yeah, we texted a little bit then. Well, not much. I told her I went outside grilling, I don't know, barbecue. Okay. Yeah. Went outside and she wanted to do the same thing. I was like, oh, yeah. She didn't text me what the birthday was like, and then next day I went jogging for like 8 kilometers straight, no pause. I wanted to pause the gym, like this was half point of what my initial run would gonna be. But then I realized I didn't have the keys with me, so I walked the entire length of my run with no pause, 8.5 kilometers, I think. It took me like 1 hour. I arrived there not at her place, but at my friend's place. And as I went home then, after that, I did another voice message telling her about my moment of the day. And she answered a one-word answer, and I was like, damn, I thought, I think I already had a huge crush on her. I mean, she was beautiful, and she showed some interest. It's, man, what am I supposed to do? Okay, so we're back at it. Yeah, where was I? Yes. She texted me a one-word answer, and I was like, okay, damn, that's pretty dry. Maybe she just couldn't answer to anything to it, or didn't know what to say about it. And then I texted her later that day, like what she likes, what kind of snacks she likes, because I was planning the second date. It was like, yeah, we could go picnicking. answered her after I woke up. I texted her, yeah, I like the same chips as you, no way. And I'm asking because that's the next, or because I have a good idea for the next date. Yeah, and since then she didn't answer back. Yeah. And I was like, okay, maybe it would take a while for her, maybe she's study busying or something like that. But I think that's just it. I mean, I always have this problem that I fall in love so easily. I'm actually disgusted by it. It can be like, holy shit, we only met once, and I am here talking about her already. What the fuck? What is this bullshit? Who thought about this and thought this is a good idea? To make someone fall in love that quickly and that easily. This can't fucking be. I was like, we have a beautiful spot near my place, and I went there like 2 days ago. I was just sitting on the bank like for 3 hours straight. After that's happened, after she didn't answer the first time, and I was like, damn. I thought, and the bad thing is, I probably know why she didn't answer, because she saw my fucking haircut. Maybe it's not the haircut, but I don't know. I would say it's the haircut, because I look different with my other hair. And as I said in the last video, I didn't plan to go that short with my hair, but the barber just kept going. Yeah, and then I probably didn't look like what I looked like in the pictures. And yeah, I'm just, I mean, I had a nice time on the date, but unfortunately, it looks like she didn't. Now I have to, I mean, I won't ever see her again. That's probably the good part of the story, because this is the crush in the schools I saw every day, and that was hard getting over it. But I won't ever see her again. And yeah, that's probably the best thing that could happen in this case, because I just need some time now. I even uninstalled Bumble. I mean, I won't find any other woman beautiful in the next maybe 1 month like this. I don't know how long it would take me to get over her. Man, it's just so stupid. Like, what the fuck? We only met once. We texted like 2 weeks, and I'm already sitting here recording a video, rambling, or talking about it. That's fucked up. What the fuck? And now she's ghosting me like this. Just maybe I'm just making maybe I'm just making something small too big. I don't know. I'm interested in what you have to say about this, guys. This is actually my second time recording this, because the first time I'm not gonna cry in front of the camera, but I just couldn't repress it then, so I had to do it again. Yeah, but this try is pretty good. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna focus on work now, on everything that's important, and try to thanks to my friends. Damn boys, it's over. I'm hooked. I'm in love with her. Yeah. And unfortunately she wasn't. And I deleted all of her pictures already. Man, we didn't even had a relationship. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. But imagine how beautiful she must have. I won't show pictures of her, but man, she was beautiful. And she had such a nice personality. Oh. Yeah, that's I don't know. I hope and one of the worst things is that I even told my mom about her. Not about her in particular, but I told her I was going on a date, and I usually never tell my mom anything about women or about girls. And this time I did it, and then I fucked it up. Good that I didn't show her any pictures or didn't tell her her name. She would just be disappointed. But I showed her, or I showed my friends pictures of her, and they were all like, damn, she's really beautiful. Yeah, we all thought, oh man, that's her. No, it's not her. Yeah, okay, I think that's everything I had to say. I'm just gonna focus on work now. I mean, what is there different to do than getting rich nowadays? I mean, dating's broken. You cut your hair, now you're not worthy texting back. I mean, she only saw me like this. She didn't saw me with the long hair, but the hair can be all the reason. Yeah, before this gets too pathetic, I'm gonna end it here. Have a beautiful rest of your night. Text your parents that you love